Hello and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3. The Kingdom of Benevento continues to grow, though still hemmed in by the Byzantines and this Italy East Francia mess. So looking to make inroads down here into what is modern-day Tunisia. This episode we might try and grow the military a bit. Looking at the decisions here, we can actually found a new kingdom if we rack up some prestige and rack up some gold. So we'll have to find some way to do that. Let's start the timer and just see what happens for the first part here. We are over the domain limit, which is fine. We're going to hold on to the territories as they are. Might be interesting to call a feast. That has a chance to get us some prestige, I believe. New acquisitions during daily management of my realm. I have learnt of several opportunities I can pursue. A lost tome, a learning challenge, not very learned. Count Huckpert could use his help managing his holdings. He looks like he could use some help. Or securing these trade deals will fill my treasury. Let's go for cash. Raw cash off the bat. Let's have a feast. Send the invitations. The guests are gathered in the great hall, lords and ladies from near and far. Hopefully we have a good feast, grab some prestige. I think we need to get up towards illustrious. The feast is dwindling and I find myself deep in conversation with Count Ratchus. Hostile steward. I thought this guy was an absolute champion for us. He absolutely loves us. What's he hostile about? Anyway. He's interested in tax. Me too, mate. Love tax. Alright, let's see how that goes. While I'm talking to people, Belladonna leans over. I wish I knew how to sound as clever as you. Gained 75 prestige. Well done, Belladonna. Pay us more compliments like that. Oh, disaster strikes. Terrible disaster by the look of this. We cracked open the wine. It's all gone bad. That will cost us $50. That'll cost us 75 prestige. I think the gold's easier to earn, so let's spend 50 gold here. We'll gain 10 opinion from everyone. The drunkards gain 20 opinion of us. And we get Fort Thirst for 10 years, okay. The guests depart. Thank the wife. Well done, wife. 150 prestige. Very nice. That was a good chunk of it there. But it did cost us quite a bit of cash. Do we have any prisoners to sell off? Yukana here is worth $50. Yes, please. Shaban, not worth anything. And this chap here would pay 11. He's too poor, but he is worth $50. Let's save him up. And the Pope busting out the Knights Templar for everyone to use. Fantastic. So if we decide to push into a holy war or two down in this way here, uniting our lands, it is an opportunity to grab the Knights Templar. So I think that requires quite a lot of piety. We don't actually have much piety at the moment. Titles can be created. I don't really want to do this because it will split the kingdom, but it would give us lots of prestige doing it. Interesting. It's an option as well. If we get those two titles created, that might just about give us enough prestige to knock us over the next level. Then found the kingdom, and then having those ducal titles won't hinder the kingdom at all. With the current inheritance laws, those titles would be split between both Beachy and B-Star. So B-Star would end up independent with a ducal title, maybe that area there or the island over here. which would be quite tricky to deal with. But if Ripplesnake can hold on, how old are you, Ripplesnake? You're 62. I'm going to say, if you could hold on a little bit while we get some cash to get those 2 titles sorted, might be the answer to our prayers. We can ask the Pope for some Pope dollars. Spend 250, get 128 Pope dollars. Yes, please. Alright, so that is costing us quite a bit of piety to trade for cash. That's alright, I think we can get the, it'll be tight, I think. You don't seem to live much past about 65, so it could be quite close getting both these titles done before Ripplesnake dies. Grandson Gosbert was captured. Who are you? You're the... your mother is Belladonna. That's fine. She's over somewhere. Alright, so our Ratchus here is converting the culture. Once he's done that, we can send him to help collect tax. Could you help him out and maybe speed up that time there a bit? Our bishop. We've got people to convert, Mr. Bishop. There are filthy Orthodox Christians here. And we have control issues, we sure do. Logiodoro here in red. Alright, so we'll start with that. His cash flow is going up very slowly. It's going to take an age where he gets up to an amount where he can pay us back. Right, an Orthodox Holy Order founded. Alright, so while we're just sort of sitting here and ticking back, let's take a look at the rest of the world. Ghana down in Africa here, looking pretty big, pretty strong. As is West Francia. England is formed, looks to be doing a good job, though the Swedes are pushing in. The Scottish united. And Mercia still holding out with one territory there. Over here we've got Khazaria, the Byzantines, Abbasid, Safarid, all the big players. And then just a mess through here, all the tribes all over the show, and the same down here in India. Motivated workers for 10 years, giving us build construction time. I'd really like to get some buildings and things going. But I think trying to bang out this prestige and get this stuff done, get a kingdom title is going to be far more important in the long run. So let's create the Duchy of... which is going to be less troublesome. Maybe Sardinia here. Create that. Oh, that wasn't as much prestige as I'd hoped, but it did increase what we're gaining per month. So if we could bang out the next title, it might be good. It will take quite some time to build up cash flows. 14. You need to get some more money, mate. Your neighbour, King Cosmo, has lost against Duchess Ivana in the Liberty War. So you lost against who? Them there. Alright. He would have had to lower his tax claims or whatever it is he's got on the people there. Which is fine. We've lost our alliance to Baron Orthon. Right. Prestige slowly climbing, the gold slowly going up. We've got another stewardship perk. Detailed ledger or fearful troops. Why are those empty? Actually, I think the game had been updated. I saw a new load screen when I logged in, so there might have been some sort of update which has changed or reassigned those in some way. Anyway, let's go for tax. More tax, please. That's what the people want. Surely. Lollards in Cougar. Gross. Alright, well, Asturias here look to be holding out okay against the Muslim forces here in Spain. They were looking quite weak earlier, but seem to have got it together. How's this Italian war going? They are getting soundly beaten by King Arnulf of East Francia. Actually, King Edelhard, he is looking a bit old, he's 66. Really want to get the kingdom title and the kingdom sorted before Beachy takes over. We could also call a hunt. I think this has some prestige opportunities. It does. Sound the hunt horn. Prawn! Prawn has betrayed us and converted to Lollardy. That's disgusting, Mr. Prawn. Once our bishop finishes here, we'll send him over to try and rescue your soul before you die. I think you are nearly as old Ripplesnake here. My friend Count Ratchus is the first to see it. The sly fox is hard to distinguish. I lock eyes with the animal. We ride. Gain 75 prestige. Ton of stress as well. What a huge amount of stress. Can't believe the prawn would convert like that. My world narrows to the nature surrounding us as we follow the fox on its escape. Riding side by side with Count Ratchus, I can hear the thunder of hooves. We press on. Gain 75 more prestige. That's exactly what we want. The people have totally have embraced our traditions. Good. Good. Well done, Ratchus. You're busy on the hunt and converting at the same time. I really wish it would sort that out so they couldn't do two things at once. I realise they're having an event so they can't work on their thing. Collecting tax is fine. I know that it is a killing shot even before the arrow finds its target. A good kill. Alright, so we want you collecting tax so we can hopefully get a couple of payouts and get this next title done nice and quick. The hunt is drawing to an end. We mount our horses to leave the plains behind. 150 more prestige. That was magnificent. A grand hunt. Well done, Ratchus. One thing we should do is remove that rally point there before I forget we raise troops in the wrong place. You've been overwhelmed by stress. Mental break time. Sequester yourself. Gain reclusive. Convert to Karaism. No thanks. Nope. Let's have a relax. Reclusive, a Ripplesnake. Your friend Anastasius died. I think this is what pushed us over the edge. Our best counsellor has gone. He was, of course, our chancellor. But we got Count JQ with 11. A 15 on Count Ratchus of Tortoli, though he is our marshal. We're not reassigning him. 14 on Count Cunibert of Logiodoro. Get yourself a job, sir. Well done. Greetings. Your son Beachy has taken great interest in my work as your court chaplain as of late. He gets a favour on us. Beachy gets mentored by this guy. He is a Catholic, a Lombard. Absolutely horrendous stats, apart from the learning. Do it. Do it. Teach Beachy a lesson. He's probably got some sneaky plan, but we'll let him carry out his plans. It's always far funny when you let the AI just do random things. Bishop Elboyne's tutelage of her son is already bearing fruit. You look like a total mong there, Beachy. What's wrong with you? Beachy has learnt a lot. Marvellous. Beachy gains 2 learning. Gains 2 learning, up to 1. Oh, up to 3. There we go. That's much better, Beachy. What a wonderful king you shall be. Wise beyond your years. You're already 34. Disaster. Alright, Count Seguin converted to Lollardy. King Louis has won against... Whoa! A secret exposed, a shameful truth. My daughter Catherine is copulated with her lover Bjornwulf. Bjornwulf the bishop, is it? Whose daughter are you? You are... you're one of Bella's. So you're not actually part of the family. I don't care. God will judge these sinners. They even have a child. That's alright, she's not part of the main family. She can do what she wants. She's actually been imprisoned for her adultery. Silly girl, silly girl. And Wally, you still haven't got cash, mate. Come on. So we need 250 cash for this duchy as well. That's going to take a while. How's Ripplesnake doing? He's 65. Hold out a bit longer, Ripplesnake. So we can hunt again in 914 and the feast in 911. So next year we can have a feast. Who are you? You are Beachy's eldest daughter. Alright, who do you want to marry you to? There's a duck man who is slow. A giant peasant. We can get an alliance with a county of Pitton. No, there's no alliance opportunity there. We get an alliance here. He's a bit old. We can get an alliance. No, another peasant. An ugly fella. Slim pickings for young Amalasa Thuia. Then why she doesn't have a pronounceable name? Quite an oversight. This one, Comely. He's not too old. He has a check, but let's just get rid of her. She's got a silly name. Let's send her to a foreign realm. Off you go. King Ortbert of Italy was taken prisoner. East Francia. Looks like you got some rebellion problems and some war troubles. You are losing against West Francia, defending against a county of Wolfgast invasion, defending against peasants, defending against an independence war. Who's that looking for independence? That big chunk there. That would be very dangerous for you. He is defending against Duke Otto. In a war for the Kingdom of East Francia, also very dangerous. But you are beating Italy. Now, we do have a claim on a bit of Italian land, but it will cost us prestige to invade. I'm really trying to save that for the kingdom upgrade. We can get some more Pope dollars. For 153 Pope dollars, yes please. Fantastic, let's get this next. Title created. That many there, the Duchy of Duclia. Okay, so we need to roll over our prestige there. To the sensible Prince Ripplesnake, I've been corresponding with your Chancellor, Count Kunibert, and I must say I've come to see you in a new light. That's the King of West Francia. Well done, a good man not to annoy. And I think here, thought it was going to be feast time. Not for another few months. Okay, October. And if we have a good feast, that might just about push us over this level here. And then it's smooth sailing just to get the rest of the cash to actually form the kingdom. Provided, of course, for sake doesn't die. 66. I think if he can make it to 70, we might be in with the chance of getting a kingdom founded. Right, nothing else going on in the world. No big changes for our last layer about Caesarea there. Have you grown bigger? Looks like you have. We can unlock another stewardship perk here. Fearful troops. Men at arms. Cost reduction per dread. I do not think we're particularly dready, are we? No. But we might need to go back and backfill a couple of these. Golden aplomb and It's My Domain. And there was another pop-up there. I'm trying to remember what it said. I was too busy focused on down here. We were fascinated by something. So we can now do mots for some better castles. We can do mustering grounds for some men-at-arms and retinues and things. We go city planning, casus belli, or spear traditions. Let's grab... I think maybe city planning. Alright, holy war for the... What? The Walaya of Tunis here. Oh, it's the hunt. We've been past it. No, the feast, isn't it? Feast! Reduce the stress. Hopefully gain some prestige. Welcome, friends. The Catholic world was shocked to learn that the bishop was discovered gorging himself on a luxurious feast. Condemn him. I listen intently to Countess Theodora as she carelessly reveals all manner of things. She's a non-believer. After eating next to each other for a while, I must say something particularly intelligent because Count Cudebert complimented me on how clever I was. No prestige for that. Disappointing. King Arnulf. Oh, hang on, we've got Bavaria pop up here. So it looks like the Independence War went through. Provence there now. East Francia and Bavaria also independent. Right, 150 prestige. Alright, so we're up to Illustrious, which is where we needed to be to found the kingdom. All we are missing is 181 gold pieces. Just a few more months, Ripple Snake. Tough it out. How's our Wally here? He's up to paying us $21. Let's ransom him off now. Quick influx of cash while we can. Right, halfway to King Ripplesnake. So the most devastating thing that could happen is if you die in the next year here. You are 67, so it's a pretty dicey situation. We have to make 150 gold. Unhealthy relations. My lord, the malady is contagious. The diseased body of a commoner, skin marred by rashes and bumps, rests upon the table. Anyone who comes into contact with the corpse risks infection. And I was planning an outing that would take me close to Cesare, the holding of my chancellor, Count Cunibert. Why would I want to poison him with a corpse? One of your courtiers contracts the disease. No, she will have a dignified burial. Alright, so we need an event for gold. I wouldn't mind if one of these guys here tried to invade and grab our territories down here so we could defend against the Holy War, because that usually pays out pretty well. We no longer have an alliance over that way, that's fine, he has died. King Louis is one against Count Bernard. That is fine. Catherine, the granddaughter, has left prison, which is fantastic. Oh, come on. Getting close. Powerful vessels, no. We can designate a guardian for B-Star. Who wants to teach B-Star a lesson? Maybe the bishop. Yeah, you can educate B-Star. Matt can get married. Matt, son of Beachy. Who can we match you up with? She's got an unpronounceable name. As does that one there. Gonna marry someone, let it be a name I can say with some confidence. She would have been good, a good noble family, but she's got a yuck foot. This one, Emma. French girl, intelligent. There you go. What a match, Matt. Right. Matt's gonna marry Emma. Wonderful. King Hildebald of Italy was taken prisoner by King Arnulf. Oh, Italy, what are you up to? So you are... Oh, you've become part of Bavaria there, alright. So Bavaria turning into the strong power there. Eclipsing East Francia, who used to control that whole area. Interestingly, Venice there, still independent, they're doing good. We have few knights, we've got wars we could declare, but we don't really want to do that. 55 more. Keep keeping on, Ripplesnake. Just a little longer. Few more months. We can't press for taxes or anything. No. Unhealthy relations. The entourage of my chancellor, Count Cunibert, stops some way away from Benevento. Before I have time to send out an envoy, something is launched from their camp towards my castle. What are you doing? You like me? Why are you trying to poison me? Seems really bizarre that this guy is causing trouble. Scoop him up, we'll launch the body right back. Why does he want to be my rival? This body should be studied, or he will have a dignified burial. The body shall be studied. Let's gamble and see if anyone gets gross. No pop-ups, so I think we avoided the disease. If there was some gross disease, I was going to imprison them. I'd talk a big game. I probably wouldn't if I'd let them roam the lands, bringing plague to everyone. Right, so around the world, still nothing going on. All these bigger realms here, fairly stable. Close now. The months counting down. Oh, someone can't do math. 9.4 minus 1.2 should be 8.2, not 8.1. We're being ripped off 0.1 gold per month here. We shall have words to Ratchus, our accountant. Oh, there we go. We're over 300. To the decision board. There it is. It's flashing at me. Found the kingdom. Gather the realm. I have done what no one else could do. I've united the lands of Benevento with those of Duclia and Sardinia. All my life I've worked hard for this. To call my vassals and make them swear fealty anew, now and forever. They will pay homage to me not only as their liege, but as king of Benevento. The realm will last forever. A bit optimistic. Well done, Ripplesnake. You've become king. Now, people are probably having a complaint at us about too many duchies. They are. So we've got Benevento, Salerno, Sardinia, and Duclia. Let's have a quick pause of the game here so we can work out these titles. Who do we have over here? We have Jack Hugh. He's been quite good so far. He wants a seat on the council. Who else is here? Oh, Ratchus, our steward extraordinaire. Would you like to become a duke, Mr. Ratchus? I think you would. Let's give you Principality of Sardinia. Wonderful. And over the other side here in Duclia, we have Countess Guntrid. And we also have Count Indulf, the Foolish, the Spy Master. Oh, let's grant our Spy Master a title as well. The Principality of Duclia. Lovely. Alright, that should hopefully stop people complaining at us with an empty council position. We just lost our Chancellor. Let us assign... you've got a job, and you've got a job. Stephanus with 9. Braun has a job. Count Petrus. Welcome aboard. You are now the new diplomat. Make friends with the neighbours. Don't screw up. Powerful vassals want a seat. We don't care about that. We could transfer Jack Hugh here to you. Yes, do that. Become his vassal. That sorts out the land a bit nicer there. Now we could recruit some knights. We've only got one. Let's invite some knights. We're desperately short. They cost 150 prestige, which is fine. We can spend that now. Emil Sutha was captured. That's fine. She's not part of our family. We don't care about that. Can we also have you train commanders? I'd like you to finish up maybe this county control here. Then we'll have you trade up some commanders, Mr. Braun. Alright, Ripplesnake up to 69. I think once he kicks the bucket, we'll call it into the episode. The realm will be much more stable upon his death, thanks to the kingly titles. So I am pretty sure that Beachy will get the king title and county of Benevento, and B-Star will get the dukedom of Salerno here, I think it is. How strong is Bavaria? Their military strength similar to ours. We won't mess with them then. Not that we really can. We're out of cash. So let's unpause the game and let's save up a bit of money here so that Beachy has himself a bit of an inheritance. Guchard has heeded my summons and appeared at court. Prowess of 16, which is good. 9 martial. Can we recruit you to court? It cost us $25. Alright, that gives us a second knight. That's 7 more to go. We get some more Pope dollars, 250 for 167. Yes, please. Good, we'll use that wisely and recruit in some more knights. Right, no exciting decisions to be made now that we're king, which is fine. Let's keep letting this tick along and build up some cash here. Richard heeded the call. Richard, a gambler, 16 prowess is good. Also a misguided warrior, forest fighter, holy warrior, rough terrain expert, a eunuch, master hunter, blades master. He's probably a pretty good knight. Let us recruit him. Now, where did that call to war go? There it is. War against the tyranny of a Duke Leon III. Let's accept that. Go it on here. Let's raise up the chaps. I was going to get rid of that rally point. Disband. Let's set a new rally point over here in Duclia. Oi. There, and then let's raise all armies there. A little bit of time to fill up, and then we'll go march down here and join the war. Come on. Right, down we march. Our ally there already outnumbering him, which is fine. So what is this war for? You just think he's a tyrant. Also in the realm, we want to raise up crown authority for more vassals, tax contributions. Pass the law. Oh, Prawn has died. Oh, Ripplesnake's died. After the death of Prawn too much, Ripplesnake has collapsed, and King Beachy takes the throne. Beachy at the age of 39. So, King Ripplesnake has found peace at the age of 69. He died of old age, a conscientious man. He was renowned. Surely that should be the ED for the past tense, because he's now dead. For his excellent skills as a steward and a ruler. King Beachy ascends to the throne. Being an idle man, many fear that nothing will come of Beachy's reign. We shall see. Alboin, the bishop there, endorses us, which is good. We continue to get tax income. Mr. Beachy, negative 200 prestige. Absolute champion. He's got a pile of gold. No dread. Let's check out your lifestyle. You are an intrigue chappy, are you? You've got 11 diplomacy, 5 martial, 7 stewardship, 11 intrigue, and 4 learning. You managed to boost your learning by 1 Beachy. We're all very proud of that. And you've been working as a seducer. Fertility bonuses, luck, seduction schemes. Okay, so we take the skullduggery focus, getting more acceptance for plots and intrigue. Temptation focus, bonus to fertility and attraction. Alright, I think it's going to be Beachy the Seducer. So, a bit of a change from King Ripplesnake, the Great Steward, to Beachy, the bit dim. Alright, the first order of business, of course, is to march our troops here. Halfway across Greece, which is going to take us all day. Unhealthy relations, my lord. The malady is contagious. Be wary. The diseased body of a commoner, skin marred by rashes and bumps. Launch it towards Rossano. Why is everyone on a haul corpses at each other? This guy at least absolutely hates you. Wants a seat on the council. Short reign. No, fire it at him. I will get stressed because you're forgiving. The body might contain clues as to the disease's origin. Gain studying a corpse. 10% chance of courtier disease or burial. Let's go for some corpse study. Right. That faction created against us by Stephanus, the Liberty faction. Not liking that. Not liking that at all. Let's try and hit this fella's army. Udo von Sayn has a claim on the county of Hohenberg. I'm not fussed with your claim, sir. Alright, the Battle of Agardiki here. Alright, give him a thrashing. Our knight, Richard de Melvison, wounded Bosporios. Well done. Richard got another one. Sebastianos, maimed. Alright, so a good battle there. This chap only has the one territory, so he's going to lay siege and win that pretty easy. Let's chase down the army, maybe grab a prisoner or two if we're lucky. Did Beachy have anyone locked in his dungeons? He did not. I don't really care about these people turning up. What I care about doing is ending this war and then probably calling it end the episode. A very successful episode, this one. Ripplesnake establishing their kingdom and King Beachy taking the throne. We should check the court to make sure everyone's doing the right thing. Gouchard maimed another enemy commander. Good. And Duke Indolf has maimed someone. The lad's on a real rampage here. These Greeks must be soft. Yeah, let's follow his army down again. We might get in another throwdown. So I think the siege is going to finish before we run into them again. To the council. We've got a whole bunch of people to appoint. We need a chancellor. More than that, we need Duke Ratchus as steward. Go away, we're assigning positions. The Marshal Duke Indolf. At Chancellor we have... quite annoying, those two are our two best chaps. We'll give it to Count Petrus here. And at Spy Master... this guy hates us and is useless. Just dreadful people. Well, better than nothing. I think Richard de Melvison here, our knight. I'm the spymaster of love and lust. Those dreaming expressions and wistful sighs can only mean one thing. My friend Cunibert is longing for romance. Perhaps I should put my matchmaking skills to the test and ease his suffering. Do it. In order to find Count Cudibert's perfect match, I must know more about his preference. By discreetly observing his interactions at court, I could get a glimpse of his innermost desires. Let's have a look at this fella. He has good learning. He is generous, arrogant, lazy, charismatic and august. A kindred heart, a personality to match his own, or attractiveness. Personality or power, or someone. Let's go with a kindred heart, a personality. See how well we do. I have observed Count Cunibert for some time now. He does prefer those of a similar temperament. Alright, Countess Theodora here. She's already married. Or the 54-year-old lollard dwarf. That is just a terrible list of matches. Let's go with the married woman rather than the heretical dwarf. Or is that one way funnier? It's just about anyway. Right. To get a first impression of the quality of my match, I hosted a small dinner for the both of them. I did not see any definitive signs, but they did get along very well. A strike while the iron is hot, a merry dance, a trip to inspect local infrastructure, dinner and some gossip. Your stewardship not good. I don't think you'd like infrastructure too much. Poetry night, learning of 16. She's got learning of 14. Poetry it is. Let's get back to this war. Alright, he's comfortably won the war. Rarely have I seen a man so enchanted as Cunibert. It's a pity she's married. They talked for hours. A great match indeed. Well done, Beachy. Get some more intrigue. Unlock the trait Seducer. There we go. Go all in, Beachy. The war has been invalidated. He was just about to win it. Now we don't get any prestige from that. It's absolutely filthy. I don't know why he didn't declare victory when he had 100%. He was sitting there for quite some time. That's the one thing that really annoys me about these wars, is it gets to 100% and they don't break it off straight away. They wait for a bit. Dangerous faction. Oh, they've got more than military power than us. Right, so Prince B-Star cannot join the faction. Okay, it's go time. Can we hire any mercenaries? No, they're all super expensive. Right, so we lose 20 dread if we give in. Autonomous vassals spend 200 prestige. Or we go to war. let's go to war. Will we, or will we call an end to the episode? Let's call an end to the episode and we'll come back next time. So we'll throw in the save here. Join me next time as we dive into this war. Hope to see you then. I've been Mr. Gruffle. This has been Crusader Kings 3.